Hi, I'm Don Cota, owner of Kingdom Knives. I'm here to give you a little short story on what Kingdom Knives is all about. The process for making these blades is one that I developed when I was working for a cellulose manufacturing company for shearing cellulose board. It's a proprietary information, but basically it's made out of D2 tool steel, heat treated to a 61 Rockwell, and cryogenically treated to a minus 320 degrees, making a very, very tough blade. I always wanted to make a knife out of it, and in 2004 I was headed to Canada on a caribou hunt, and a couple of guys that I know that have a machine shop said, well, why don't you make some knives? And so we did. We made 12 of them, and one of the prototypes I took to Canada with me. There was a very interesting experience up there, but before we went, I was sharpening the knife, and I had it just about as razor sharp as you could get it, and my partner at the time said, let me test it. I said, how are you going to test it? And he says, well, I'll show you. And he picks up this deer horn and my knife that I just got through sharpening, and there he goes. And I thought to myself, that's the end of that knife. And I was wrong. It didn't even affect this blade whatsoever, one little bit. So when I did, I said, well, I can't believe that. So I went home and got my hunting knife that I thought was really a special knife. And I came back and I tried it, and what happened then was I ended up with a knife that had 3 nice big gouges out of it. So don't try this with a knife that you really care about. When I went to Canada, I got up there, and the guide says what the process is you shoot the caribou, you get on the phone, you call me, I come out, I cut it up, take it back, you don't have to touch it. I thought, oh, that's a good idea. So what I did is I talked him into taking my knife and using it. We shot 14 caribou, and he used the knife on all 14 caribou. And it was still sharp, not razor sharp, but it was still sharp when he got done. What we did then was I tried talking him out of the knife. I thought I was going to have to wrestle him to get the knife back. But I didn't. He gave me the knife because I wanted to take it back, so I want to be able to evaluate it under a microscope to find out just exactly what had happened to it for 14 caribou. When I got back, obviously it looked pretty good, so we decided to make knives. What also happened was that a friend of mine that was with us at the time, he went up the next year, and instead of the guide coming out and picking up the caribou and taking it back and cutting it up and all of that, you know, this guy didn't do nothing. You had to do all your own cutting up and everything. His knife lasted about halfway through one caribou, and he said my ears should have been burning because he said I was calling you everything but a nice guy. First thing he did when he got back was buy a knife off me. All right, these knives, I have some that are disassembled here. This is the fixed blade. This is the Vermonter. You notice it's a full-length blade, full tang construction. The wood, this is pretty interesting. This is made out of diamond wood. This is manufactured by Rutland Plywood in Rutland, Vermont. It's actually a laminate. If you were to buy a shotgun or a rifle with a laminated stock, more than likely it would be made out of Rutland Plywood material. Okay, it comes in different colors, but we just happen to like that brown-colored finish, so that's what we go with. This here is a folder. It's I don't know if you can see all the little parts that go with it, but you know, the size of the spring, the locking bar, the little brass bushing, plus the brass insert in the blade. And these are there so that when these come together, that there's 5 thousandths worth of clearance for that to ride on. Okay. This right here is our knife lineup. This is a Vermont folder. It's one of our least expensive Vermonters because you know, there's no real fancy work on it. It's just a plain good knife. Every knife is unconditionally guaranteed against everything except loss. You lose it, it's the way it goes. But if it gets dull, we'll sharpen it for nothing. Anything goes wrong with it in any way, shape, or manner, we'll repair it or replace it. This one here is a little more expensive. It has more of the inserts. This is the Vermonter fixed blade knife. This right here is our custom knife. This right here is Mammoth Ivory. Okay, it's built around, we call this the Vermontana. Okay, nice knife. This right here is our fillet knife. I'd like to tell you that this is the greatest fillet knife in the whole world, but I don't really know that. But I know one thing, it's a darn good kitchen knife. This is our palmer. This is our folding palmer. This is a real nice pocket knife. You know, fits good. It comes with or without the spring clip for the pocket. And this here is our Parmo fixed blade. This is about all the knife you'll ever really need for deer hunting. All of these knives can be seen on our website. and it's just Kingdom Knives. And there's a telephone number there, which is area code 802-748-3591. If you have any questions at all, you just call, and we'll be more than happy to take care of you. Thank you.